So today I'm going to be going over the proper form and progressions for calf raises used as a strengthening exercise. So with calf raises, we want to focus on strengthening the gastrocnemius and the soleus while also strengthening the integrity of the Achilles tendon. The first step of this exercise is just a normal calf raise. So the patient is going to be shoulder width apart, feet shoulder width apart, with their toes facing forward, holding on to or leaning on a wall for some support, and just raising themselves onto the balls of their feet, holding it for one breath cycle, and then lowering it. It's important while the patient is doing this exercise that they are maintaining the proper starting position and neutral position, which is a tucked chin, tucked scapulas, abdominal bracing, proper breathing, and a neutral spine. Once the patient is able to complete 15 to 20 reps of the first progression or the first stage, then we progress into the next progression, and that would be in a deficit. So again, they can hold on to a wall for support. They're going to have the balls of their feet now on the edge of the step, and they're going to be going up onto the balls of their feet and coming down and allowing their heels to sink down past the step. And again, they're going to come up, hold it for one breath cycle while maintaining that proper posture, and then coming down below the step. Once the patient is able to complete 15 to 20 of those, then we'll progress into the next step, which would be a weighted calf raise. So a weighted calf raise, the patient would have a weight that they're able to hold and tolerate comfortably. We would let them choose a weight that they're comfortable with, and then have them go back to that. The first progression, or the first stage, a regular calf raise, but with the weight in their hand. So they're going to have it in front of them in a prayer pose like this for maximum support and stability. And they can use a corner or a wall for some support so they don't lose their balance. And then again, they will just go up to the balls of their feet and lower themselves back down. And again, balls of their feet and lower themselves back down. Once they're able to do 15 to 20 reps of a weighted calf raise, we can progress them over to single leg calf raise. So a single leg calf raise will be the same setup with neutral spine, chin tuck, set scaps, abdominal bracing, and regular breathing. But they will have one leg tucked behind them like this, and then they will be going up onto the ball of their foot, and then easing back down after one breath cycle. So again, up on the ball of their foot, holding there for one breath cycle, and lowering themselves back down. Once the patient is able to complete 15 to 20 reps of this progression, they can go on to the final progression, which would be a single leg deficit calf raise. So then they will come to the edge right here, just as they were before. A leg behind them. They can use the wall for support. Allow themselves to ease down past that step, and then they're going to bring themselves up. Hold it for one breath cycle while maintaining the proper form, and then lower themselves back down into that deficit, and then again bringing themselves back up until failure like that. So failure and faults for these exercises would include falling, losing their balance, swaying, using their momentum to get themselves up to the next rep, as well as losing that neutral spine or any of the starting stability posture. Yeah, thank you so much for watching.